This is why we continue to fight. Indigenous leaders outraged as trans top Love Bigfoot Mountain Shirt crude indigenous people aren't real people. I'm half indigenous from South America. Disregarded very similarly. There was a time when the gold industry dumped cyanide into their water source and killed off all their fish and so on. Nobody ever cares. Tremendous. This is what people don't realize about liberal capitalism. Do you exist at an intersection beneficial to capital? You're fine, but still most likely suffering austerity. Do you exist at an intersection challenging to capital? Better lube your whole life up. This is an interesting point. Helps explain the lack of interest in aiding multiple other demos as well. Elderly, disabled, homeless, etc. Actually, I've come to the conclusion that the people who mainly support Trump are probably in the lowest tiers when it comes to income, and face oppression of their own. That's why trying to explain white privilege to them doesn't get through. Top Love Bigfoot Mountain Shirt. Tank top, V-neck. Ladies' tee for men and women. Tank top, V-neck. The hardest thing to overcome is probably poverty. Racist pressure is second. Banks and credit just make too much money off the poorest to allow any but the most determined and the luckiest to escape poverty. I suspect you're onto something, and there's data that backs that up. It would go over about as well as telling blacks in the ghettos how much higher their quality of life is than others in developing nations, and they should check themselves before they complain. I mean, I don't think Trump has done anything to help either group as far as I can tell. But he's the only one who isn't calling desperate people privileged. I know how privilege is meant, but I don't think that's how most poor whites in America hear it, and I can't really fault them for that. I don't have data on this, but I assume there aren't a ton of sociology undergrads coming out of those places. Official Top Love Bigfoot Mountain Sweatshirt. Hoodie. Sweatshirt. Hoodie. There really aren't many grads of Top Love Bigfoot Mountain Shirt any kind coming out of those areas. Paired with the lack of job, other products,